All right, guys, we are going to read page 19 of our physical science textbook. At the top, it says friction. There are forces that oppose or go against motion. Those forces stop an object from moving by pushing in the opposite direction. If you set a ball rolling across the floor, it will slow down and eventually stop, even if there is nothing to block its path. Why? Let me get a thing here. Okay. The ball will stop moving forward because an unbalanced force is acting on it. Friction. Friction is a force that resists the movement of one surface against another. When a ball rolls along the floor, friction happens between the ball and the floor. Without friction and other forces that oppose movement, the ball would keep on rolling forever. Friction is a useful force. The friction between a car's tires and the road helps the car to move forward. Without friction, the car's tires would have nothing to grip. The wheels would spin and the car would not be able to move. The friction between your shoes and the ground allow you to walk without slipping. The rougher the surfaces are, the greater the friction between them. For example, think of an ice skater. The relatively low friction between ice skates and the smooth surface of the ice allows the skater to glide. Let's look at this picture. This says air resistance. Okay. This says friction between the road and the tires. And down below it says air resistance and friction between the road and the tires oppose the motion of the car. All right. Air resistance is a type of friction. As an object moves along, air molecules interact with the surface of the object. The air pushes in the opposite direction of motion. Objects with large surfaces experience greater air resistance than those with smaller surfaces. For this reason, automakers design the fronts of cars to reduce resistance between the surface of the car and the air. Gravity. We commonly think of gravity as the pull of the earth on other objects. This is correct. Gravity is the force that keeps us from floating into space. However, gravity is more than the pull of the earth. Gravity is the force of attraction between any two objects that have mass. The force of gravity between two items depends on their masses. If they have large masses, there is a large gravitational pull, such as the attraction between the Earth and the Sun. The Sun's gravitational force keeps the Earth in orbit around it. The force of gravity between two smaller objects is weaker. The person sitting next to you exerts a gravitational force on you. However, your masses are so small that you do not notice it. The pull of gravity is also affected by the distance between the two objects. The closer the objects are to each other, the stronger the gravitational force between them. All right, that is page 19.